Right, guys, we are returning to the bread. I am bread tonight. Remember to record. Pressed it now. Pressed it now. So, good evening, everybody. We are going to be playing I Am Bread again for my sins. Thank you very much again for the host, Mininoid. Also, just a quick shout out to Han Laura and Baseline 200 times. 200 times baseline, or all the baseline goodness. Hey, Emo Mess, how you doing? You okay? Yeah, thank you for the followers that came in over the night and this morning. Hopefully they'll join us in chat today so I can say hello properly. But for now, this will suffice. So Naomi twisted our leg yesterday, Professor Cream in chat, and we are now moving to the bread life. So we have a controller, one that I hope will work. So Emo Mess, you are in for an absolute treat because tonight is the night we conquer the first level on the bread game. Man, I've been thinking about it all day. I was making a slice of toast this morning. I think, how am I going to get this bread in the toaster?
Oh my God!
And I'm terrified of ending up with a bag. What's it like having one? Terrified of having a bag. You know what, Mininoid? That's absolutely the right way to be. I was absolutely terrified about having a bag as well. And then when I got my colostomy bag, I'll be completely honest with you, it was the best thing to happen to me. Thank you for the follow, Ostrich Facts. That's a wicked name. That's really cool. Well, welcome Ostrich Facts. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I was terrified of having a colostomy bag, and actually, is it one of your guys? Thanks for the follow, and thanks for coming over from Mininoid's host. But yeah, it was very scary, and then I was worried. Obviously, I've got a partner. We've been together for 9 years. Obviously, we have an intimate relationship. Well, I mean, barely. I wish it was more than it is, but unfortunately, that's the way it goes when you've been together for 9 years. But anyway, less about my love life. Yeah, and I was worried about the intimateness between us, but actually, my partner's been so kind of supportive, and actually it's not affected anything. And if anything, now that I'm not as fatigued, I don't have the abdominal pains as much because of getting rid of the kind of Crohn's symptoms. A lot of things have actually improved. So yeah, if you're terrified, it's definitely scary, and it was scary for me being a kind of 29-year-old person with a bag, but I saw some huge benefits. Emo, it's not bad with one, like you get the casual leaks, but it's better than yeah, you do get the casual leaks. I have stopped having them as much. Emo, do you still have them? I actually moved from using sort of a flat bag to using a convex bag, and I know, and that improved sort of my experience massively because my stone was really small, like a very small. I was thinking about on my Instagram at some point posting maybe a video of changing the bag, just for people like me, that have got Crohn's or IBD and could potentially have a bag. I was going to show them how I sort of change it. I mean, I've been really lucky, and any problems have been small the last few years. Oh, that's good. That's really good. Obviously, having IBD, you can go from one extreme to the other, and suddenly you can be very, very poorly. So what I would say is that, sorry guys, what I would say is that I just never rule anything out, because I always thought I'd never have a bag and I'd be able to manage it, but obviously things change, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm definitely considering doing the video. The thing is, once again, I'm not very techie, so it'll probably be Joel help me. I'll message you on Insta with one I have, because my internet is terrible at the moment. Yeah, no problem, Emo. Are you in the Discord, Emo? Because if you do just want to drop a link in the IBD channel in the Discord, I'm more than happy to pick it up from there as well. And I can have a little look, but maybe I can kind of suggest a bag for you, depending on the size of your stoma. Obviously, you'd always have to speak to the IBD nurses. They would give you the best idea. Professor Cream. I got my Mercaptopurium prescription in a post today. So fingers crossed I get on with this one. I think the video would be really helpful for so many people. Well, I'll tell you what then, guys. I will go away and figure out how I would do it, but certainly I would do a video for it, because it's not, it's not, obviously, some people might be a bit grossed out by my porridgey poo, but it's still worth doing. And do you know what? Actually, it might raise a lot of awareness, because it could kind of get a lot of people interested in seeing how that works. So yeah, I'll definitely do it. Mercaptopurine, can be a fantastic drug in order to kind of reduce symptoms, etc., etc. However, what I would say is mercaptopurine usually takes a long time to get into the system, from my experience and what they've told me in the past. I'm not. No. Do you have Discord, Emo? If you do, by all means, Joe's just drop the chat in, drop the Discord in there. If you have IBD, poo doesn't bother you. No, it doesn't bother me. It's more so the unfortunately the world has 100 trolls. However, I'm not bothered. I'm 30 years old. I'm sick of internet trolls. Sorry if I spell it wrong, but is your stoma sensitive to touch, or what does it feel like? It's not sensitive at all. Actually, it's weirdly enough, ostrich facts, or ostrich, it's got no sensation whatsoever. The stoma doesn't hurt, you can't feel it, it doesn't have any nerve endings, and that's because, obviously usually it's on the inside of the body. Thank you for the thanks for the follow, Mr. K. Oh, you were here yesterday. I think is this Professor Cream's better half? Yeah, it doesn't have. It's not sensitive to touch. It has no feeling. But when I first had the operation, I wasn't aware it was sensitive to touch. Sorry, I thought maybe it would hurt by touching it. So I was so scared of touching it when I first kind of got out of theatre, and they took the bands off me. But then obviously, as you find out, it's not. It has no feeling whatsoever. Actually, the only thing that usually hurts is the skin around it. That can usually can sometimes get a bit sore from the bag, etc. Yes, though I'm the better half. If you have a partner with IBD, you also don't have a problem with poo. Neither does my I tell you what, my missus completely appreciates and understands the situation with poo. Especially I used to be completely incontinent at one point, so I used to just have, well, I hate to say, but messes all over the place, unfortunately. Right, here we go. So let's change to in-game. Oh my god, look at it, guys. Look at it. Hopefully the controller should be working today as well. So let's find out. Right, here we go. Right, so red's off, guys. Okay, 9, 4. Oh, right, okay, so we need to... Oh, why is this bit of bread still on me? Right, okay. Hey, I tell you what, I think you guys were onto something with this whole bread situation. The controllers seemed miles easier. Oh! Oh. God, he's got it, guys. He has got it big time. Let's push this over. Get your grip on. Get your grip on. Nice one. Oh, yes. We need to be catching this. Oh, my God. I think I might be one of the best people to ever play this game. I think I might be up there with the best ever, whatever, I Am Bread players. Oh, Mininoid, thank you so much for the subscription, dude. I really, really appreciate that. We've literally doubled it, and we've gone 100% up on our subscriptions since last night. No, thank you very much, Mininoid. I really, really appreciate that, man. That's really kind. Thank you. I still don't know how to act when I get subscriptions at the minute. I get really nervous. I get a little bit giddy in my head almost. I get it in that toaster Mininoid. It is it. Okay, wait there. We need to get back out, don't we? How do we get out? We're done. We're toasted. Oh my god. I need a minute. Literally, we've just got a subscription. We've just literally fucking toasted this bit of bread. This night can't get any better, so I'm going to end the stream here, guys. It's been fantastic. Thanks for everyone for turning up tonight. It's been an absolute pleasure, but we're going to end it there. C for champion. C for champion. C for Crohns. C for champion. Right, today though, on the back of that subscription, because we're feeling so generous, I'm going to read this out to everybody, whether you want it or not. Treatment notes. Mr. Merton was very distressed throughout the session. He arrived early, exclaiming that his house had been broken into, but there were no signs of forced entry, and the assailant had only been in the kitchen. He had not reported it to the police, as he believes the council were tormenting him, and the police would be on it. He took 3 subtle hints that his 60 minutes were up before Mr. Merton ended the session. Who the hell's D? I advised Mr. Merton to clear his head and his kitchen, specifically moving things into the lounge. Hopefully this will trigger his memory. This was a very worrying development. Clearly he cannot recall the incident in his kitchen. I will review his diagnosis with colleagues and perhaps consider appropriate medication. In light of this, I have scheduled another session for tomorrow. Here we go. Here we go. Let's get it. So we need to find the toaster. The thing is, you know, last night when we went onto that girl's channel, I noticed that she wasn't trying to get into a toaster on that next level. Does that mean on some of the levels, Professor, you don't have to get in the toaster, you just have to, like, not get in the toaster and get into, like, the plug socket? Like, what's the crack? She got toasted by a hairdryer. There's no toaster on this level. You just need to get toasted somehow. The game just says become toast. Right, okay. Okay, that's fair. That's fair, guys. So I just need to use my own initiative to get toasted. Let's get on the box. Okay. Oh. Right, so where could we get toasted in this room? Is there any way of looking? We can't get toast on the TV. Or maybe we can get toast on that fire thing there. Right, let's get on here. Okay, we'll take that. It's alright, it's just a little bit of bread got ruined there. Major League games. Oh, thanks for donating, Joe. Appreciate that. Tester, not actual donor. I want it back. Great, thanks, Joe. You'll get it back at your next birthday. Right, okay. Let's get up on this box, guys. I'm still waiting on my present from year before last. When I said I'd take you to see the cinema. Joe, we can still go to the cinema, dude, man. Let's not lose any sleep over it. Right. Where do we need to go? By the way, everyone in chat, just in case you weren't aware, but Joe's my brother. I like to get a bit of height here. You've got this, you've got this. On the ceiling, guys. Now I'm in midair. I need to get the angle. Okay. I don't want to be on the ceiling. Oh my god, I don't know how we landed there. Why does the reed make that noise? What? The reed, sorry. Some real pissy things to try and get over. Oh no. Just get up, man. Get up, bread. Get, man. Oh, you silly bit of bread. You silly bit of bread. How do we get around here, guys? I'm struggling big time right now. I just saw you played Little Nightmares. I really got me and my partner a great game though. Yeah, I was watching some of your videos earlier. They look pretty fun. I always think I'd like to try playing a bit of a scarier game, scarier than bread anyway. But I don't think I've got it in me. Right, okay, we're doing all right here, guys. Here we go. I have to remember what to press again every time I get onto a wall. I forget which top buttons it is. Haha, thanks. I'm all here for Fiesta play the scary games, man. What, the bread? Attack of the bread. Here we go. So just a little turn on like this. Oops. Oh god, I'm so good at this game. Now we just need to get down there, get ourselves toasted. Bob's your uncle. Get right on. Here we go. There you go. Let's just get it toasted. Get it right nice and good for the doctor. I'm toast. I tell you what, guys, we really want to get with better than... So we've got finished in less than 10 minutes, yeah, no problem. Finish with 80% edibility or better. We've got 70% edible. I mean, I'm not sure whether I'd want to eat any of that bread. 20% toast quality or better. We're struggling with the quality. Never run out of grip. We never ever run out of grip. Finish in 4 minutes or less, not possible. I don't think that's an impossible one. It's absolutely impossible. Not only is it impossible, but it's improbable. It's actually unrealistic. Right, guys, do we want another? Can we just have a one in chat if we want another? Oh, it gives you a short... You want a bagel race, Professor Cream? Bagel race, bagel race, bagel race. Okay, I think we can definitely do a bagel race. Okay. Oh. 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 Do I jump? Is there a way jumping? Wish you'd have told me about that first, Naomi. Okay. Oh, we're back in the rolling business. Oh, we're getting toasted. Oh, please don't fall off. Not this far. Oh man, this is tough. Okay, now we have to go down. Oh. Oh, you silly bagel. Come on, get up. Just get up there, man. There you go. Yeah, we're up. You silly bagel. Oh, we got an F, man. Too slow. Should we? I want to play that again because I feel like we can do fast. We can go faster, can't we? F for fantastic. Gonna get an. We got an E. C B A. I am bagel. Right, next day. Let's do another bagel race because that is a lot more chill. That smashed it. Go. Okay. Okay, we take them. We take those. Okay, watch the vases. Get on there. Hit that. Get over there. Okay, we'll have to just keep rolling. Go through there. Go here. Sub 24. Sub 24. Guys, we got the A again, and I take them. That is a bread goal. Thank you very much. Right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 1, 2. I mean, that didn't work. What do we do there? How do we get up the... Or do we have to climb up the wall doing the old flippy? Come on, just get up there. I think that we're going slow now, guys. It's not... I mean, it's quite hard doing this with a bagel. Do you know what? Even if this is a slow one, guys, I'm going to try and finish it just to... because I need to know the track. We need to get the track in our minds. I mean, I'm going to restart it now, though, because I've completely ruined it. Is this fast? I don't know. It doesn't feel fast. Oh, we're back in again. We're back in again. Maybe this one's like a bit of a slower track. Maybe it's a bit more of a marathon, this one. That's definitely not what you want, though, is it? I think I need to be prepared to reset, don't I? I think the resetting thing's not... it's not always a bad thing, is it? Sometimes resetting's the best way to do it. I think sometimes resetting's a blessing. Are you on AoE tonight, or is it purely yeasty fiesta? No, I'm gonna have a go. I'll have a go on AoE. I'll probably... do you know what? We'll complete this level, then I was thinking of having to go on AoE because I'm not sure that... as much as I love the bread... don't get me wrong, I love the bread. It's you know, it's hard going, man. I played this 2 hours last night, and that was I felt like when I woke up this morning, all I could see was the Hovis sign in my head. Right, guys, I think that's it. I can't do it. I can't actually do this map. I can't even do it, never mind. I can't even finish it, never mind. Beat 43 seconds. I mean, we're on 35 seconds now. Let's get a little bit of an intermission break just to take my mind off things. Just to take my mind off it. Let's get some music on in the background. Let's plan what we're going to do. I just can't do it. I don't want to leave you guys there, but you know, I know it's on the edge. It's on the edge of it. It's on the knife's edge. Our bagel adventure, our bread adventures on a knife edge. But we just need to give it a bit of a break for a second. And secondly, seeing as though we are an IBD chat, has anyone got anything they want to say? Any chats? I actually had a question about IBD. I know you have a stoma. Do they always sew things up on other end? That's a really interesting question, Mr. K, and that's not the case. So I can kind of tell you what happens. Let me turn the music up slightly. Is that too loud, maybe? There you go, that's fine. So what happens is, obviously, when I got my stoma, they obviously cut the colon out, leave you you're in hospital. Usually first I went into intensive care, and then they moved me on to another ward. Now, in the first surgery, they usually only take out, from my experience and from what they told me, is they usually only take out the colon in the first surgery, and then they will come back to almost give you the rest of the Barbie butt. Now, I believe it's because this colon surgery is so big, the operation, that doing the extra surgery at the same time can be quite dangerous to your health, from what they told me. Now, what that means is that I've got what's called a rectal stump left. Now, it's about 20 centimeters of rectum that's left in me, so my colon's all gone, nothing's attached anymore, but there's still my bum left, so naturally, obviously, I've still got my bum hole as well. Now, so you've got your bum hole to your rectum, which is, let's just say, that much left. Now, it doesn't do anything, and that's the main reason that I still need to take mercaptopurine and some other drugs in order to make sure that that area doesn't become too inflamed like the rest of my colon, because what you can get is something called I think it sounds disgusting. I think it's called rectal blowback or something like that, or rectum blowback. Well, now what can happen is, if the disease gets too bad in that area, it can actually cause kind of sepsis and different sort of ailments, because the area deteriorates from lack of using it, and the fact that actually it carries on getting inflamed and getting poorly. unfortunately. Luckily, fingers crossed, none of that's happened to me. You do actually still need to use the area. It sounds gross, but you have what's called sometimes have a fluid that comes out of it. Now that's usually from ulcerations, and it's like a pus almost, which anyone with Crohn's disease will usually have in terms of their stool anyway. However, on this occasion, it's not. It's just the pus, and that's from the ulcerations. You have IBS, Joe? Yeah. Joe does. Joe's got IBS, yeah. But obviously, the IBS and IBD are two completely different things, and I think that they're too easily mistaken. Man, the pain I was in was awful. That 8 months was the hardest time of my life. God, I don't envy you at all, Mininoid, and I remember it going through it myself as well. I got diagnosed in 2018 with Crohn's when I was admitted into hospital for 3 weeks. Then last year it's colitis. When you say, Professor Cream, sorry, when you've got colitis, is it not Crohn's colitis that you've got? Because obviously Crohn's colitis is just another reference to where the Crohn's flares up the most in your GI tract. No, it's ulcerative colitis. Got you. Okay. So they originally diagnosed me with Crohn's and then come back and told you it was. I was the other way around. They originally diagnosed me with ulcerative colitis when eventually I got my diagnosis, and then they said it was Crohn's disease because it was also in my small intestine as well. After they took biopsies and different blood tests, mostly lower rectum. Yeah, that's usually the case a lot of the time with UC. Mine was mostly lower rectum with my Crohn's as well. Doctors shouted at me for having my legs crossed in hospital because of the blood clot risks. Now whenever I go to cross my legs, I have flashbacks and uncross them. Did you use those, Professor Cream? Did you use those, those little sort of jab things that you have to put in your stomach? I think it's called Clexane, I think. I'm also 30, so age and Crohn's makes you feel, yeah, Jesus Christ. I feel probably me and you are the same, Mininoid, and 30 in age, but probably about 60 in body and mind. Needles have never bothered me, but that belly injection was horrific. Yeah, man, it's such a little stinger as well. When I come out of hospital, I had like bruises all over my stomach. I'll tell you what was crazy, actually, just talking about needles. So I've got a huge phobia of needles, which is a nightmare having Crohn's disease. But when I had my operation, they put and when I come out, I was struggling to take on food and stuff like that, and a lot of people in the hospital, in the ward, were after the operation. So have you ever heard of what's it called, a PICC line? So it's usually something associated with cancer patients, but it also can be used to transfer nutrition and also get drugs into the heart area quicker. So what it is it's a line that goes through your artery, and it goes all the way through your artery. So it's rather than a cannula in your hand, it's like an artery cannula, and it goes through your artery and all the way into your heart. How crazy is that, man? Hey, there's a real funny story I shared on my Insta about my cannula getting stuck on my head. Oh man, I'm gonna have to find this now. Let's have a little look. Window capture. Project Gut Grief. Let's do it. Hopefully you can see that. Okay, cool. So, okay, let's have a little read. So, Project Gut Grief. I had one of these little guys in my hand one time. It went from being my worst nightmare, I was terrified of needles, to one of the funniest moments from my entire hospital stay. I woke up this morning after it being put in. Sorry. With my right arm over my head, cannula stuck to my head. This was really funny. Nurse happened to be on the ward, who also insisted on calling me Amy, despite my name not being Amy, being written in multiple places. So when I woke up, I quickly walked down to the ward to ask this nurse for help. I'm telling no lie when I say that he burst out laughing. He even shouted to one of the other patients, "Haha, look at what Amy has done." He did eventually help me, but this whole thing became a running joke from that moment on. Every single time I saw this nurse after that, he'd greet me with one arm swung over his head, asking the whole bay laugh. Making the whole bay laugh, as well as making my day. I'd love to know if anyone else had anything similar happen. If anyone has a funny hospital story, please share below. Oh, that is so funny, man. I can tell you right now, from my experience, that's never happened to me. I remember being dripped morphine 24/7. That was more than enough for me. I was spinning around in my wheelchair. Yeah, man, Jesus Christ! I tell you what, some of the hospital trips I've been on have been crazy. I was thinking of writing a book once. I got lumped in a ward with loads of random people, and when I say random people, one of them was he was on the same ward as me because it was a gastro ward. So obviously not all of them are there for Crohn's. Some of them there might be for alcohol-related issues, liver-related issues, any sort of issues like that. And he was having meetings every day from the police. That would come in because I think he was an inmate that had been admitted into hospital. So he was a very, very bizarre character, and some of the conversations I got onto him were absolutely crazy. Worrying as well, but very crazy. Right, okay, so let us have a look. I was in during the massive heat wave we had in 2018. We couldn't open the windows, so we trade and bargain over electric fans. It was so strange. You know, Professor Cream, you know when you were on the ward, I'm not sure whereabouts you live, but when I lived in Birmingham for a little bit, because my partner's from Birmingham, I was in the Queen Elizabeth Hospital, and we used to get our own little private side rooms. I'm not sure if you've ever had anything like that before, but it was like living in a penthouse suite when I was in that hospital. Now that I'm back in Lincoln, you just get lumped with another 10 people. Not quite as upper class as the Queen in Birmingham. So obviously, I'm not sure whether if people are coming in and out of chat and they're kind of a little bit confused with the conversation. So we all, but not all of us obviously, but I have IBD, suffer from Crohn's disease, and so do a number of the guys in the chat. So if anyone is coming in and wondering what the conversation is about, obviously would love to raise a bit of awareness for IBD and Crohn's disease. So by all means, ask any questions. Did you find that you made any great friends in the hospital days? I unfortunately for me, Professor Cream, I never did. I was a bit of a recluse whenever I've been in hospital. I sort of just keep myself to myself. Now, it's not a very good way to be or very productive, but usually when I'm in hospital, I just kind of keep my head down, read for the whole time I'm there, and just sit around mulling about. I'm a little bit antisocial actually. Maybe I should have always reached a bit more out, but I never made any friends from hospital, I wouldn't say. Our whole bay was a family of misfits. Was it when you were on the bay, Professor Cream? Was it mainly Crohn's patients, well, IBD patients, sorry, or was it a mixture? I noticed on my bay it was kind of a little bit of everybody. So sometimes one of the people on my bay died, unfortunately, when I was last in hospital. But they were very, very old, and I think it was a lot of different issues that they had. Only me and one other person has IBD, right? Got you. Yeah, usually it's because it's the gastro ward usually. Yeah. It's the only one time I've ever been in hospital and someone in my wards passed away. That was the time I had my operation, so I started worrying, thinking maybe I was gonna. Lots of esophagus problems. I'm not sure. Is that throat problems, Professor Gray? I'm not sure. I don't even know. Never mind spelling it. But yeah, so once again, guys, although we've only just met each other, I really hope this is a long-lasting friendship. And actually, do you know what? We've had some guys that have joined the Discord and joined the chat that have got nothing to do with Crohn's, nothing to do with IBD. We had this really cool raid off one of the Age of Empires community, and we got 2,000 viewers last Thursday. So we got a few followers from the Age of Empires community that wanted to just come and hang out with us. And do you know what, guys? They have been so open to discussing IBD whenever they've joined the stream. They've wanted to know more, and it's. Do you know what? It makes me feel so good that they are so. They're so willing to adapt and to talk about it, and to want to be aware of our situation. And that makes me feel real special inside, getting that sort of support. So some of this as well is for me being able to sit back and say, do you know what, we as a community are supported by one another and others out there. So that's me getting emotional for a second. you know what? Actually, I'm going to do my Festa love in the chat. That's for everybody. That. Okay. So we have got a few people, a few viewers in the chat at the minute. Obviously, people that have joined, by all means, glad you found them. Sorry, was sorting out my gecko. Sorting out my gecko. That sounds wicked, man. You need to. Is that on you? Have you got that on your page at all? Because I want to see your gecko, man. But yeah, it's good. I feel like we're making friends in the community. Do 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 do.